leveraging your body, your left hip and your outside shoulder, work together a little bit to make her stand up in the left shoulder. And again, you bend her left in the ribs at the girth with the inner leg, but the outside leg says there's a sense of haunches forward. There you go. Then finally she can get a little softer in the inner rein without necessarily going down on the inside shoulder, right? Yeah, and then the bend, then you can bend a little more again, carefully inside hip and wrist. Yeah, and then allow a little bit, and then she fills out that outer rein. There we go. So you feel that you can really bend her kind of over all four legs. Bend her over all four legs, and now straight ahead. So kind of thing, soften your knee, heels really down, and just you can almost give a little bit out of your shoulders, and she kind of wants to go forward and fill up the reins with a bigger step behind. Good. 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 So now serpentine, 3 loops, just to see that now can we kind of keep the outline, or the top line like this, even in the changes of bend. Nice. Very good. One more time, the serpentine. Good job. Good. Yep. Supple in your wrists and shoulders, thinking about here, this invisible haunches for. And then here, stepping right, forehand turning. Yep, in front of your right leg. And then that staying in front of the right leg helps you to ride a better left bend. And then go ahead and develop a little left canter on the circle. So that you have what you need. Jaw positioning inside. That little forward from the inner leg, that you have a little bit that yielding feeling without losing the outer leg. And then a little cantering on, just kind of a loosening up canter. Relax, that your arms are really quite relaxed, and think about the turning this way again a little bit, that the outer leg is back, kind of create a little invisible haunches for a little bit. Your inner leg kind of thinks I almost kind of enlarge at the girth, but then yeah, good, and then allow the neck down a little bit. Good. Just as she gets that little loosening up feeling, and then take it straight ahead. Good. That's it. Giving out of your shoulders, going with her. Yeah, exactly. The neck doesn't get pulled up any higher, and then on the circle. Turning on your seat, framing an outside leg, and then when the bending gets a little bit tough, yeah, think about that diagonal feeling in your body, left hip and your lats down on the right outer leg so you don't lose the haunches to the outside. And now open the left rein, a little leading opening left rein. Bend, 2, 3, now soften a little bit, let the neck fall down, good. Yeah, and then exactly, there you go. Good, and you still have the outer leg, good. And then bend, 2, 3, soften, and then let go a little bit. Yeah, she goes forward. Very good. Good. So you can almost put the hands invisibly to the front for a stride and know she goes to it. Good. And then carefully back to trot on the circle. Thinking about that she has that little reach into the bridle, into the trot strides without pulling the neck up high. Yeah. Good. Letting the trot come to you, but still monitoring that alignment, that she doesn't just push to the outside in the haunches, but you still have that feeling of capturing the energy a little bit on the outside, just taking time to get her to balance. Because right now, she just gets that little moment of a little more energy than balance, right? Yeah, so just carefully, yeah, exactly. Kind of find the tempo and the balance in the trot again so she can organize that energy. There we go. Good. Super. And then straight ahead. I like that. How does that feel? This looks nice. Yeah. Really relaxing your shoulders and your wrists, and you're swinging with her in your hips. Not pulling the neck up. Yeah. Letting her fill out that outside rein. Good. And then come over the diagonal just to change direction. Good. Nice outline. Fine. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good. She comes up a little bit wide and tall in relaxation, not getting more tense. And then go ahead and make a 3-loop serpentine this way as a little preparation for a right canter in a moment. Just that the warming up goes on, and that you're really thoughtful about what happens in the change of bend here, that she doesn't end up kind of taking you down a little bit to the left. Good. And then come back to the serpentine one more time so you have another chance at getting her an even better alignment to be more ready for a right canter. So here, this is your chance to get the right hind leg a little bit in position behind you so she doesn't go haunches into the right. But when you go to the left, you do think almost a little mini haunches in. And repeat that. Make this a left circle now. Circle left in the middle once. Take a little more time to get this left side a little better again. Yeah, a little weight down over your outer stirrup. I think I've got to still guard the outside hind leg. Lats down on the right, and then a little bending 2, 3 inside, and then a little giving out. Good, and then change over to the right. Yeah, and go ahead and canter on. While you have that position that you're on your right seat. Good. And then again, just kind of play at the circle. You kind of think, I have my aiding system for a little shoulder 4 this way, and you see the outside aids there help to bring the left shoulder a little bit to the right. Yeah. Good. And then straight ahead. Good. Yeah. Being a little bit out of your super. Good. Yeah. That's all right. Just circle again. Circle again. No worries. Time that you have the perfect neck position for the transition up, and then work toward getting her straighter at the base of the neck outside, but that she still comes on nicely onto your inside rein as well. It's not necessary that you bend the neck a ton more to the right, but you got to feel that you can still ride a little bit with a straighter outer shoulder to get her to come a little more honest into the right rein. So go straight ahead. Yep, good. I like that. Good that she really feels that you really stay on your right seat and leg, but yet you get her forward off the outside leg without lifting the neck. Good. She goes honest forward to that and then back on the circle. Good. You get that nice round jump in the canter. Super. Yep. So in other words, the right rein doesn't necessarily need to bend the neck more. It needs to help keep her honest and round, and then help you to sit in a place to get the left shoulder straighter. Yep. And then even your inner leg says, come on. Yep. And the outside leg. Good. And then with your aiding system for shoulder 4, I feel like you bring the shoulders a little bit in on the circle before you trot. So you feel like I have that turnability into my down transition to trot, that she's not going out in the left shoulder and inward with the haunches at the moment you trot. Good, and then trotting soon. Yeah, not 10 meters, it's still warming up. So just the feeling of bringing the shoulders in a little bit and then into the trots. They're not going out that moment, but don't pull her out, let the neck down a little bit. Forehand turning, turning. They're working on the turning. Stepping right, yeah. She goes there without getting tense in the back of the neck. Good. Let her stretch, let her have a little stretch and a break. Good job. It looks good.
A little stretch to that front side.
You have a good stretch, let her back get really relaxed and open. You can make little serpentines even in the stretcher. Just get her really turnable on your weight and leg. Yep. You're feeling that as you go to the left again, kind of left hip to the front, outer leg a little bit back. Feel like that you truly can get her bending left now in the feeling, and just stay with the left circle for a moment again, even in this longish rein outline. So you have that feeling of your lats down on the outside a little bit and your left hip in front. Yeah, good. So you kind of get her through the left ribs a little more, and then in that outline create a little haunches in. Yeah, so you feel like you can create the haunches in, and she fills out the outer rein. Yeah, the right leg wraps her a little bit around your left hip. Yeah, so then you can carefully over several strides. Now a little more bending inside this way. Yeah, staying on your left seat. Good. Yeah, wrap it. There you go. Good. A little bit bending. Good. And now try a 10-meter circle left. A little smaller, still in the haunches in. Good. There we go. Good. Yeah, anchoring yourself left that she doesn't slide you right, and a little more bending and the haunches in. Stay on the small circle. Now for like two steps worth, think of it more like turn on the haunches, but then immediately resume haunches in on the 10-meter circle. Yeah, the 2 steps is turn a little smaller. Yeah, and now immediately resume haunches in on that circle, so you know she stays in front of the inside leg. Good, and then cut, and you had the bending, and then test it again. Now can I kind of think a little bit more turn on the haunches, but really anchor left. Yeah, outside leg back, so that outside hind leg doesn't get away. Because part of this getting this left side supple is really getting that right hind leg, isn't it? Yeah, exactly. There you go. Good. And then you get out of it into the north. This haunches in, so you know that she's also coming forward into that bend. And then one more time, come into it again. Yeah, and stretching up, getting a little bit back. Yeah, and that you really feel the bend, so she takes some more weight behind. Good. Good. And then go on to from there, at the center line, go toward the woods on a right circle, and go back to right lead canter. So jaw position right, and now a little right lead canter right out of the walk. Stay on the back of your seat, elbows down. Good. So now you have a little different balance in the canter. Good. Straight base of neck outside. Stay anchored on your right seat. And then you can maybe think a little bit more left shoulder to the right. Yeah. And then when you come to the center line on the open side, prepare to walk and think a little bit left shoulder to the right as you prepare to walk, and then turn to the left. Now turn to the left and haunches in. Now turn to the left and haunches in. Yeah, and play with the circle, the haunches in. Yeah, until we really get the bending left, wrapped around the left hip. Yeah, good, exactly. That's right. Yeah, play, yeah. Lats down on the right, wrap around the left hip, your whole left leg at the girth, good. And just play with that circle, the 10-meter circle, the kind of coming carefully in and out of turn on the haunches and haunches in. Staying on your left seat, so you feel like that through that, you're finally going to take a little more weight back on the left hind leg instead of responsive in the outside hind leg. So she's supple left, so yeah, you feel it good. There you go. So you have her wrapped around the right leg back from the top of your hip and a little heavier on your inside seat in the bending. Landon, give it up.
Big mouth.
Good, good, that's it. Yeah, and then over the center line, then changing back to the right flexion and then the right canter. And again, see if that gives you a little feel of saying, can I get a little better feel of getting the left shoulder to the right and getting her a little straighter. Good, good.